Hi there, I'm Kirsti Patterson from Forever Body Yoga. Today we're doing a flow to release tension in the neck, shoulders, chest and back. You might want to use some bricks for some support. You might want to be sitting on a brick to take pressure out of the hip flexors as well. You want that full release. So let's get to it. Coming to a comfortable position, whether you are kneeling or seated in a cross-legged position, maybe you're even on a chair, whatever works for you. Taking a big breath in here, thinking about lifting up and out from the pelvis, finding the space between each vertebrae. As you exhale, try to hold that space, not letting that drop or slouch back down. Bringing your awareness to the connection between the sacrum, the shoulder blades and the base of the skull. Trying to have those three in line with each other. Just taking those few breaths here. Taking that big breath in, reaching up from the pelvis to the crown. Exhaling, let the left ear come towards the left shoulder. Finding space in the right side of the neck. Another inhale here. Exhale, you might find a little bit more space, bringing the left ear closer to the left shoulder. On your next exhale, you might take your gaze down towards the left knee, getting a bit more diagonal stretch in the neck. If that's okay and you want more, you might take your gaze towards the left hip socket, or maybe the left armpit. If you want that little bit more, you might take the left hand and gently place it on the crown and just let it rest. So we're not pulling the head down, it's just a gentle placement of the hand. If at any point anything starts to feel a bit much for your body, step back out the way you came in. Sliding the hand down towards the cheekbone, placing the peace fingers on the cheekbone, gently pressing the head back so the ear is in line with the shoulder, and then pressing the head back up to neutral. You might feel a difference from one side to the other on that neck. Take a moment to note that sensation. Breathing in. Exhale, right ear comes towards the right shoulder. On your next exhale, maybe you release a little more. Sometimes that shoulder might want to creep up to the ear to give you that extra support. Try to keep that shoulder neutral. On your next exhale, maybe you take your gaze down towards the right knee. Maybe towards the right hip socket or the right armpit. Sensations from one side to the other can be really different. We dominate. We have favorites. Maybe you place the right hand on the crown. Just that gentle placement, no pulling, no pushing. Then sliding the peace fingers down towards that right cheekbone, gently turning the head so the ear is in line with the shoulder, and then gently press the head back up to neutral. Nicely done. We're going to get some length in the front and the back of the neck now. So taking a breath in and a breath out. On the next breath in, thinking about lifting the chin up towards the sky. So it's not that we're letting the head drop, we're lifting the chin. And then bringing the chin in towards the neck, towards the neck, yeah. So we're lengthening the back of the neck. It's maybe not the most complimentary view, but it gets a really nice stretch. Inhale, lifting that chin. Maybe you place one hand on the chest, fingers resting on the collarbone, and gently pull down as that chin rises. And softening. Chin coming in towards the neck, pressing down on that chest. Taking that one more time each way, lifting the chin. And lowering that chin into the neck. And softening here. I'm going to start getting more into the shoulder blades now. So take a big breath in, open those arms. Cross the arms over the chest. Bring the chin down towards the chest. Puff into the space between the shoulder blades. Inhale, open up those arms. Exhale, cross the arms the opposite way. Bring the chin in, puffing into the shoulder blades. And open up those arms. Take a few more with your breath length. It may be longer, it may be shorter than mine. Note if you feel the same space on both sides of the body. And do you feel a difference as those arms cross opposite ways? Next time those arms open out wide, come into your goalpost arms, thinking about 90 degrees at the elbow and trying to keep the elbow in line with the shoulder. So we're not dropping down here, we're open, strong goalpost arms. Big breath in, big breath out, leaning to the left, finding all the space you can in the right side of the body. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, leaning to the right. And we're not collapsing on that right side. We're finding length in the left side. Inhale to center. Exhale to left. If you want a little bit more, as you lean to the right, lengthen the left arm up and away, finding all the space under the armpit as well. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale to the left. Right arm reaching up and away. Inhale, back to center. Taking those with your breath length. Maybe slower, maybe faster than I am. Listening to your body. Next time you lean left, think about that right arm coming up and then sweep it down towards that left knee, towards the right knee, returning to goalpost arms. Breathing in. Exhale, leaning right. Left arm coming up, sweeping down towards the right knee, the left knee, goalpost arms. Take a few of those at your pace. And coming back to center, we'll place our hands down on the thighs, closer to the hip socket than the knees. Big breath in, big breath out. Push down through the hands, winding the spine back, chin coming towards the chest. Pull back on the heel of the hands, let that chest reach forward. If there's any tenderness in the abdomen, keeping that more neutral, so not pushing the center forward. Take a few at your own pace. And coming back to neutral. We're going to take our hands to prayer at heart center. Big breath in, big breath out. Twisting to the left. Think about the fingers and the nose staying in line with each other. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right. Fingers and nose stay in line with each other. Inhale to center. One more each way. Exhale left. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right. And coming back to center. From here, we're going to move to all fours, and this may be where bricks can be nice. So you can place your bricks underneath the hands if you've got any discomfort with the wrists. And also another alternative as well is to come into fists rather than having those hands planted. So take the option that feels right for you. So we're going to have those hands planted underneath the shoulders, thinking about finding that line in your spine. So if you're able to, maybe check if you're dropping your center. Maybe you can use a mirror, maybe you can use bricks. Then rise back up if needed to. Think about lengthening the tailbone. And we want to stack the sacrum, the shoulder blades, and the base of the skull. If you're like me and you wear glasses, the head might be lifting to stop those glasses from falling off. Take a breath in here. Breath out, push down into each knuckle, letting the spine wind up. And inhale, pulling back in the heel of the hands, let the chest slide forward. Keep the back of the neck long. Take a few of those with your breath length, moving from cat to cow. And we're going to vary this in just a moment if you're wanting to. So option 1 is to come onto fingertips. Let the chest slide forward. Then rising up into our cats, tucking that tailbone, releasing the head, getting a little bit more space through each vertebrae. Next option is to place bricks under the hands and come onto the fingertips. So you've got extra space here. You can start to get more mobility through the vertebrae, through the spine. And another alternative, I quite like this one, is we can place a brick, either a wider brick or one under each knee. So we're lifting up, big breath in, exhale, pushing through those hands, winding the spine, letting the head release, pulling back. So once again, we get more access to parts of the spine that we don't necessarily get to without the props. And then try lifting on the fingertips here as well. We can really wind that spine. Getting more release through the lumbar spine, the low spine, and the sacrum, the very low spine. And coming back to neutral. From here, we're going to be coming towards our child's pose. Now, child's pose isn't nice for all bodies. Some people don't like it. It's not great for the mind or for the physical body as well. So if there's an alternative that you like, please take that. And if you're tight in your hamstrings, place cushions between the calves and the thighs. Give yourself a little lift. And once again, we're going to try using those bricks. Take the knees as wide as you need to for your body. Be as comfortable as you can. Let those arms reach forward on bricks to start with, and maybe you turn the palms up towards the sky. Think about keeping the forearms off the mat or off the bricks, and it's the wrists that are resting there. And you can always place cushions or a bolster underneath the head to let that release as well. Big breaths in, big breaths out. As you breathe up, puffing into the shoulder blades, finding the space in the back of the body. Rising up, we can take one of those bricks away, letting the head rest on the brick if that helps your body, and let those arms reach forward, palms down this time, keeping the forearms off the mat again, and really reach forward with those fingertips, even an extra millimeter. Find the best height on that brick for your body. And if you get any blood pressure challenges as well, using a brick's really useful because it keeps that head a bit higher. Reducing that pressure. With each exhale, think about those arms reaching a little more forward. pushing back into the pelvis. And from here we can take that brick to the side. Let the arms come over towards the left corner of the mat, right hand on top of left. Finding all the space in the right side of the body, through the right underarm. Slowly walking the hands towards the right corner of the mat, left on top of right. Again, still trying to keep the forearms off the mat. So we're getting that length in the body. Through the left side this time. And let those hands come back to center. Slowly rising up. Maybe let those shoulders roll back. Thinking about really small movements. So it's that long arm bone of the humerus in the socket that's moving. Then maybe we get more movement. Shoulder blades are starting to get involved. Feeling those move on the rib cage. Maybe the elbows start to get involved. This is where I like to think I'm a butterfly. And letting those arms come back and then rest down on the thighs. Take a moment here and thank yourself for creating this time today for your mind and for your body. And thank you from me for joining today. Please hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed the session. Maybe leave a comment or drop me a message. Let me know how it felt for you. Have a great day.